I'm trying to stay involved and do something I've always enjoyed and had a passion for, radio, and I haven't gone out actively and tried to recruit any other old coots to come into the station. My name is Jim Davidson. My show is called Roots Junction.
You may know Jim from Roots Junction on KWNK, but his experience in radio and media is no recent project. In fact, Jim first began experimenting with radio in high school.
When I was in high school, I had a friend who actually built his own little radio station in his home and had a little Heathkit transmitter which broadcast about 2 watts.
Jim followed that passion through college and came to work as program director at WNUR.
Then I went to college and I went to Northwestern in Chicago, and I was working at the college radio station there, WNUR, and eventually was the program director of the station back when we did everything with records and tapes.
While Jim was interested in pursuing radio, he ended up continuing his career in media through his own video production company.
I ended up moving to California from the Midwest when I was 23 in 1981, and eventually I started my own video production business called Second Sight Video Productions, and I worked doing that for 30 years.
After Jim and his wife retired, they relocated to Reno. Jim immediately began looking for a community radio station to rekindle his passion for broadcast. Eventually, he found KWNK and started Roots Junction.
The show features bluegrass music, folk music, kind of country rock music, and a lot of things that are labeled generally now as Americana. One reason that I did Roots Junction was when I got up here, I started taking banjo lessons. I'd always played the guitar, and played guitar for many years, and I fooled around with the banjo a little bit, but now I'm playing a lot more than I have been, and I'm in a band called Sage Creek, and we're a bluegrass and kind of vocal harmony band. There's 5 members, so I'm going to be playing around with Sage Creek. So if you see Sage Creek, come and hear us play, and I'll be playing the banjo and or the guitar.
Jim's personality, along with the music he airs on Roots Junction, ultimately provides another unique aspect of KWNK. While Americana music isn't necessarily underground or unheard of, it's very unique in the context of the sounds you hear on our station.
I'm a little bit unusual because I'm quite a bit older, I believe, than many of the other people doing shows. So that'll set me apart a little bit. And I know that the music I play is a bit different from what I hear when I listen to the other shows. I hear a lot of sort of electronic and progressive, and well, there's a real wide variety on KWNK. But I know that Roots Junction is unusual because most other people aren't playing bluegrass artists. They're not playing a lot of music from the 70s because to many of you that's a long time ago. To me it's not, but you know, that's the difference between being 62 and 22. But I do think that it's a good thing to have because the music I play is real, mostly American music, and it's you know, I think it's worthwhile. And if somebody stumbles upon it and they hear it, they may like it. Maybe hear something they had never heard before.
So Jim's addition to the KWNK schedule contributes to what community radio is all about: unpredictability. How cool is it to tune into 97.7 and hear bluegrass among a never-ending array of unique underground genres? There's always something to be discovered and to surprise you on KWNK.
My name is Jim Davidson. The show is called Roots Junction. If you want to tune in, we're on Fridays at 10 a.m. It's 2 hours. And if you can't listen on Friday because you're working or something, our show's replayed Sundays at 3 p.m. You can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/rootsjunction. That'll help you find out more about the show. And if you like the show, and if you like the different kind of programming the station plays, if you like the idea of community radio, and you want to help us out, you could log on to the website, kwnkradio.org/donate, and you can become a member. as little as $5 a month. You can become a member. You can do a one-time donation if that's more comfortable for you. Thank you very much for watching, and tune into Roots Junction.